Hello, I am Priscilla from Team 24, the Bridge Builders. I will be presenting the Newcomer Compass with Sakib and Dylan. The Newcomer Compass is a personalized mental health navigation tool for Canada's newcomers. We recognized a challenge, specifically a systemic barrier to integration within the mental health field department. The main problem stemming from um, the access of mental health among immigrants. Now, mental health services are quite common in Canada, but unfortunately for immigrants, finding a provider who speaks their language, accepts their insurance, and also understand their cultural context may come as nearly an impossible task, especially when individuals have challenges understanding their own emotional needs. Now, the Canadian immigrant population is at its highest growth. It grows as time goes on, and so mental health needs among the ethnically diverse newcomers also increases. However, immigrants in Canada consistently underutilize the available mental health services when compared to general population or Canadians or Canada-born Canadians. The gap is largely due to systemic barriers, as mentioned before, involving language mismatches, cultural and religious differences between providers and clients, lack of insurance coverage, unclear eligibility for insurance coverages, geographic constraints, and also financial limitations. Existing mental health directories, which are quite accessible online, unfortunately fails to account for these intersecting barriers, which resultingly leave immigrants unable to identify specific providers who meets their specific needs. Now, this barrier, as a result, um, increases delay in mental health treatments, or immigrants ends up not being treated at all due to these challenges, which in effect also negatively impact individuals' well-being and also their quality of life. Now, who are we targeting specifically? We are targeting first generation immigrants in Canada who have little to no knowledge of how to navigate the mental health system. Let's take someone like John. John, as a male student in his 20s, recently moved to Canada from Asia and is having trouble navigating his new life. These troubles are mainly due to lack of a secure job, language barriers, having to learn a new language, isolation, not being around people that he knows, and also simply being on a foreign land. He has never experienced something like that. And so it's making life a little bit more challenging for him. He's having a whole lot of emotions that he has not experienced due to the lack of relations with close families and friends. Now, he is definitely in critical need of a psychotherapist. However, with the lack of knowledge of such challenges, he does not know where or how to even begin to start seeking for assistance. And this is exactly what the Newcomer Compass app is made for. Now, this will help him identify the best specialist to assist him in regaining a healthy and peaceful mental health.
Okay, so now let's move from the challenge to our solution. So Newcomer Compass, it's a mobile first MVP. Can you change the slide? Okay, so the Newcomer Compass It's a mobile-first MVP that provides curated real-time access to vital well-being resources. As you will see in our 30-second demo later, it this app is just not a directory. It's a personalized tool that ensures every referral is actionable and valid for the user's specific need. So the key features in our app, our unique value in this app, it lies in smart filtering. To bridge this communication gap that Priscilla already mentioned, we integrate AI using large language models and multilingual NLP. And by using the word embedding technique, the app interacts user inputs in their native language and also map them into an standardized service category. So this whole thing allows the user to filter by a specific language, immigration status, and insurance type, which general directory models or website simply cannot do. And here AI actually handles the intelligent recommendation, and our final eligibility filter will remain rule-based to ensure absolute transparency and fairness. Next slide, please. So technically, like the platform is lightweight and cost-effective, that is built on privacy by design approach. And to build the trust with a vulnerable population, we guarantee 100% Canadian data residency. Also, our strategy strictly adheres the PIPEDA and Bill 25 uh, law, ensuring that all the AI processing and data storage remain within the Canadian territory. That also protects the user identity in every step of using the app. And currently, the existing landscape is very fragmented. Like general wellness apps typically are designed for the average population. They often ignore the complex like insurance types, like immigration layers for the newcomers. And our app that we designed, Newcomer Compass, that fills this critical gap by providing a centralized platform that is both culturally sensitive and also technically scalable. Next slide, please. So finally, like we can tell, like the ultimate goal of this implementation is creating impact. Like by using AI and leveraging its power, we eliminate the search friction and we project an efficiency gain of 65% in system integration. This will significantly accelerate the time it takes for a newcomer like John to reach his first professional consultant, and like turning it will turn the months of confusion into a single confident decision. Okay, I think Priscilla will continue from here.
Yes, so the roadmap, what we have currently, we are at the MVP launch where we would demonstrate the app, what it could look like, and then eventually we will move on to phase two, expansion to different provinces and different cities. Right now, the target is mainly Toronto and Montreal area. Phase three would be integrating with settlement agencies like B2B partnership. And phase four will be national scale and direct booking features directly on the app. All right, so we would continue off with risk. Definitely with any project, any business, there are always risks to consider. And in our end, At our end, we did identify a few possible risks that we are looking to also share solutions to. Now, the main one is definitely personal data protection risk. Definitely, it's safe to wonder how safe it is to share personal information or even um, be open to something that you don't know where it's going. It's good that we do have laws and regulations within the Canadian government, within Canada, that protect individuals, and we would be very strictly complying to such restrictions and the laws, being PIPEDA for federal and Bill 25 for Quebec, specifically for Montreal cities that we'll be working with. Also, there is the concern of outdated or inaccurate provided information. And for that, service availability and eligibility criteria changes over time, definitely leading to outdated directory information. This is a risk that is mitigated through a combination of regular provider verification, user feedback mechanisms, and AI-supported classification tools that flag inconsistencies or outdated entries without relying on personal user data for learning. There's also the risk of language interpretation and machine limitations as well. Accurately matching user to provider across multiple languages and cultural contexts presents a risk of misinterpretation. This risk is mitigated by combining multilingual NLP models with rule-based eligibility filters and also by prioritizing matches to verify professionals who explicitly confirm language and cultural competencies. Now, this will be the demo, a quick demo of how we are expecting the app to look like. It will be like a basic directory where you could easily filter in your requirements, and also a section where you can briefly elaborate on what you're looking for, and opportunities to also change the language to adapt to your language needs. So this is the conclusion of our presentation. Thank you for listening.
Okay, that's great. So just send me the video. I will just exclude those parts and I'm just quickly giving you back.
Okay.